Hi, it's the reckless retiree, otherwise known as Jason King, and I'm going to show you my update on my hydrogen making system. Right here I have what I call my reaction chamber, which is a Kearney keg they make beer with. But it's stainless steel, and this is the lid that seals. And in this container I have water, lye, and I'll add aluminum. Here's a lye, add some aluminum. Okay, seal it off, close it off, but the thing is it doesn't seal very well until it has pressure. So, over here I have the CO2 container. I'll open the valve on this, pressurizing this. The valve here is closed, so all of this system should be tested for its ability to maintain pressure. I've got a meter right here to read the pressure, and hopefully this will seal off. Okay, once that happens, I will crack this valve, and it will come to this point where it will bubble into the water, soapy water here, making bubbles. I have a torch and a lighter. So the gas will be bubbling up through the water, so if it ignites, it won't ignite the gas that's coming into it, hopefully. Hopefully all these connections are tight enough, there'll be no leakage. Well, we'll see that when we put pressure on it. Okay, so we'll then release the pressure. At that time, at the same time, while we're doing all this, I'm doing all this, this will be starting to make hydrogen. It takes a little while to get up the temperature, up the speed, and it'll begin to make hydrogen. So then the hydrogen should start displacing the CO2. When that's the case, and air, if there's any air in there, if the CO2 doesn't, hopefully will force out the air, and then the hydrogen will force out the CO2. That's the way I'm hoping it will happen. So then these bubbles here will go from not being flammable to being explosive, potentially explosive, to just being flammable. When it's just flammable, you'll know that you just have hydrogen. At this point, you open these two valves, which go to the two bladders that are in this storage container, and then you open this all the way. Now all the gas is going into the storage container. Once the storage container is full, and you want to use the gas, then you seal off the top of the lid, which I'm going to have to clean up because it's kind of rusty from over the winter. And then back here there's a valve that I can pressurize the inside of the barrel with compressed air. That will then force the air or the gas out of the system. Okay, here we go. So, first, add the aluminum. As you can see, I have some foil and some millings. And the millings work really, really well. And the foil is, maybe next best because you want a lot of surface area. Now, what I want to do, the ideal solution or ideal way to do this, is to get dirty aluminum from restaurants. Foil containers that they bake in, disposable stuff that they're just going to throw in the trash. Get them to throw it in a recycle type container, and then periodically go and get that from them. At that point, I would bring it home, and I have a system where I put the aluminum into a stainless steel pot, put it in my burn barrel. Then I burn my cardboard in the burn barrel. We have a lot of cardboard because we're out in the country. We get a lot of packages, UPS and FedEx. And burn that cardboard and some firewood, and burn off all the food that's on the aluminum and also any labeling. All right, so that's where I hope to get the aluminum ultimately. So here we go. pour the aluminum into the reaction chamber. I should have gloves on for this, but I didn't put them on. And I'm just going to have to be careful. Okay, so put some lye in there. Okay, looks like sugar, but it's not. It's Java. Okay, put this little cap in there, lid it in here, push it down. Okay, now holding up on the lid, we will pressurize it with the CO2. Oh. Well, for some reason, I'm not getting any reading on my meter. I may be losing all the air, or CO2, here. Yikes. Well, at this point, I'm going to shut off the CO2. All right, now I'm going to let this bubble. Oh, that's weird. Why am I not getting any gas out? In the world. So at this point,